I was in shock. And plus, I was already nervous just being a bride.
I can work with anyone's budget. I notified her of that fact. That wasn't the problem. It was that last week when we had all these phone conversations back and forth, 3 or 4 a day, of additional amendments that she wanted, specific things that she had added that I was willing to comply with and
like
create.
What? Like what additional things?
A long list.
It wasn't that long.
There,
It was a candle. It was something for our wedding candle, an apple tree.
When you called her, did you ask her how much those things would be?
Well, she told me how much things were, approximately how much things were going to cost. But the thing is, I got to the wedding day, and well, for one thing, the first thing I was shocked by was my bouquet way over budget, $175.
How'd you know it was $175?
Because she gave me this receipt.
There were also many other things that we'd never asked for.
Step right here.
There were many items we never asked for. There was a bouquet at the floor at the wine and fruit and cheese table outside. There was a bouquet at the autograph book, the signature book. There were, there's a number of things marked on here that we never requested or expected to pay for.
I was shocked.
How do you know that they were never requested?
Well, I mean, my wife and I were having a
discussed
conversation on this, and I have to tell you that on the day of our wedding, I had no knowledge that this was happening, that she'd been presented with this outrageous bill an hour and a half before the wedding. But at the reception afterwards, she kept coming up to me and saying, "I'm so upset that the florist wants a check right now, and it's $1,700." And I was thinking, okay, it's $1,700 total. What I had no idea is that the next morning when I looked in our hotel room and I look at this bill for $2,700, and I realized it's nearly double what we had agreed to pay for, I was outraged.
Honeymoon money, basically.
I mean, I feel like she was basically coerced into writing this check.
But you did write her a check, and then you stopped payment on it. Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, it was because I was a wreck being a bride that day. Starting, first of all, when I saw her at my ceremony, I just wanted to retch after she had presented me with this bill. So the whole ceremony, every time I saw her in her little purple outfit, I was wrecked. Then, before the first course was even served, she started wanting the check. And so throughout the reception, she kept coming up at every opportunity that I was free and asking me for the check. And I asked her at one point, "Can I mail
Mary,
this to you?"
That's not true.
Yes, you did. Every time I had a free moment or wasn't dancing or talking to somebody, she was up coming to ask me. And I was telling my friends, "What do I do about this florist?" And several people said, "I'll take care of her for you." And every time I saw her, I just didn't know what to do. I was so wrecked. Then the weird thing was, she came up to me during the reception and she said, "A friend of yours said she would like to take home a centerpiece. Now, I don't have a problem if you want to take home 3 or 4, but I'm intending to take the rest of those home." And I just thought I was buying these flowers.
Did you take any of the flowers home?
I transported all of the flowers home after a conversation with Mary saying she hadn't prepared any means for which to take care of them.
Just a second. I never heard of a florist taking home flowers.
She had ordered 18 arrangements. Up to the last minute, there was 18 arrangements made. I had to be prepared to do 18 tables. At that point, she called me the night before. I checked with the hotel. There were 2 changes that time which she okayed me to do, and that one, number one, was...
I'm not interested in that. Would you kindly tell
Okay.
me what you were doing taking home her flowers?